talking straight physics here. That's right. Get out your pocket protector, because we're going to get into some issues here that I see a little bit concerning developing within Star Citizen. Maybe it's been here a while, but something that just kind of caught my eye that I've got some constructive criticism on. Constructive, all right? Positive. That means I want the game to succeed, all right? Okay, more after these messages. Today's video has been brought to you by the generous patrons of the games who make continued content on the games possible. The game's patrons enjoy monthly giveaways like Steam gift cards, Star Citizen packages, and any game that you want giveaways. Please consider donating just $1 if in any way you enjoyed the game's content. Thank you.
Didn't even get to cross.
And welcome back to the Games Gamers. Something a little bit concerning me that I wanted to bring up to the community, and I really want to hear your input on this. Let's get this window up here. Pachow! This guy's name's Terada. A lot of you know him more than you know me. He does some really cool videos. He's got like 11,000 subscribers on YouTube. And something a little concerning to me here is the physics of this 890. You can see it yawing. Basically, and the back aft end is going towards the right. Looked a little bit fishy to me. I was like, what's going on here? This just doesn't look like it should be doing that. Obviously, he's flying in a Gladius, so don't think that what you're looking out of is a 890 jump. It is not. It was just that one particular move that kind of caught my eye that I said, wait a second. Here's Terada's tweet. Let's go down to my response. Now, my response here is, I love the idea to do this, but an 890 jump should not be this agile for how big it is, especially in atmospheric flight. Then the fun begins. Hormagaz says, Lyria has a low density atmosphere. It's just a moon with very low gravity, and you haven't talked about physics at all. You just gave your opinion on something without talking about physics in any meaningful way. Game simulates mass and thrust powers. Enough doesn't look right. And then even Terada says, I'm tired of explaining that. Sorry, Terada, but like, you know, I do know a little bit about physics, believe it or not. I know most people look at me and they say, look at this big meathead. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So then Hormagaz says, also tired of this. It doesn't look right into my more than limited understanding of physics, folks. To your service, Commander. Great flying as always. Because now he thinks I'm attacking Terada, which is great that these people, you know, on Twitter like this have this like argumentative stance. They're not open enough to actually discuss things like adults. They instantly think that I'm attacking, you know, because everybody's offended these days in the PC culture here, where we got this outrage culture. So then I just calmly say, Lyria's MS2 is not listed in any database, which is a form of measuring gravity. The only thing that I found is measured in atmospheres on a website called Star Citizen Tools, which blows my mind that I couldn't find it anywhere else. If we could actually find the measurement of gravity on the Roberts site, let me know, put it down in the comments below. But even looking at the arc map here, we really don't have any other information here as far as what the actual gravitational force is of Lyria, which I find a little bit concerning. So it really got me involved into like looking into this a little bit further, because, you know, the physics and actually having gravity on these astronomical bodies is actually very important to me. You know, we want a very real game. You know, we want it down to the science of it, and we have to code it into the game. So this is a really introspective piece on whether or not SIG is doing the work needed coding in the physics in the game for us to feel like it's a real experience. And this is really relative to the immersion. So as I said, I couldn't find it other than on this particular site. It then goes into try jumping. Your character goes up significantly further than you do in a 1G environment, which is true. And I link Rexzilla's video. Hormagaz then chimes in as well and says, look at the 215 mark, everyone jumping 7 feet in the air. Do I have to watch any longer, says Hormagaz. So let's look at this example. This is a very good example. Okay, and here we go. We see people jumping very far into the air, not that realistically, but we see people jumping high up in the air, so that makes me feel good. The running around and having 50-man combats and everybody just kind of running up a hill as if it were like normal gravity isn't too realistic, you know, as far as I'm concerned. If the gravity is low, like from what I'm seeing of the running up the hill here, it looks like all of a sudden the gravity's like a kind of like a normal gravity until you jump. When you jump, you know, then you have like this, like, ooh, I'm 7 feet up in the air. But if you're like running around, you're kind of grounded. And then again, we get into that, the realism versus the gameplay, and that's a great debate as well, But I'm talking about the physics here. I'm just walking you through this so you guys can understand my line of thinking here. So then I tell him, hey, because now he's making a little personal. Hormagaz is starting to get a little bit personal with me, He's arguing for arguing's sake, And he says, and it's not like civil. It's not getting civil. So I actually, I should have dealt with this a little bit more calm, but now I'm succumbing to this line of this guy doesn't know shit, blah, blah, blah. So he said, so then I say, I see that and I raise you 14 seconds, everyone walking out of a cutlass. If the gravity is that low, they'd float out, genius. Now I'm starting to get a little bit upset. My apologies. Nice try. I'm talking about consistency and physics here. I'm not arguing to argue, Hormagaz. I'm talking about the actual in-game coded physics. So let's go to the video. And by the way, it wasn't a cutlass. My bad. It was a Starfarer. So I'm sure that made me look real great, But here they come out of the Starfarer, and you're seeing them just kind of run down the ramp. And, there's a guy, he jumped a bit out. That was kind of cool. But, for the most part, it's how real do we want our physics? I guess that's kind of what I'm saying here. Do we want absolute realism? With our physics? And if we are okay with this, maybe that translates into this, and we just be okay with that, because it's a really good debate to be had. And you know what? I'm hoping it can be more constructive. You know what? I know it can be more constructive here on this channel than on Twitter. Twitter's the worst place to go. So what do you guys think about this discussion? I think it's worth having. And, I guess we got to weigh the gravity of our situation. Oh, yeah, I had to go there. So let me know what you think. I'm having a great time here. I'm just being constructive. I love the game, and I love discussions like these. Would love to hear your thoughts on it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and super appreciate our patrons. We nailed our first goal, and we're having a giveaway here on the channel, so don't forget that. We're giving away a Titan, and I'm just so happy that we hit our first goal and we're on our way to our second goal. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being an awesome community, and I will see you on the next vid.